20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready. Check smash.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Let's go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Vikings at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Check mega. Ready.
On second down, here's Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. You look at this Bears defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Here we go. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Off play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert now on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Flush to his right. And he is 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Herbert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Johnson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the jump. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And Lance going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off inside the 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Let's go now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bears take over.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Watch out now. 50 series. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the 50, here's Fields. There's Moody with another catch. And he will have the Bears 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So for that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Here we go.
Read option. Here's Herbert. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Forced out to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on second and long. Fields under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Again, it's Lance.
He's got the connection to Cooper. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his right. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable jitters are long gone, but they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Ready?
On play action, Lance. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
On 2nd down, here's Lance.
Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Fields.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
On play action, Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off play action, Fields.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. Pushes past him, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Here's 3rd and 7. Lance looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. Down to about the 22 here.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Saquon Barkley running right.
Got a heck of a show, Carter. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the